Yesterday, I got slightly annoyed. I guess you can say an event took place that made me stand firm in my decision not to release certain amounts of content on my YouTube channel. But then the complete opposite thing happened later on in the day. And that was me approaching sex, pornography, within a Skype consultation. The person who I talked to brought up a kind of resistance towards what I was saying. And it was due to his age, which is why I wasn't gonna, again, release it on my YouTube channel. A lot of people I've noticed who are coming towards my YouTube channel are actually younger than I am. They don't have the flow of how they respond to situations. You know, when you're a certain age in school, everyone who hears the word penis or vagina or anything dealing with the orifices of a human anatomy laughs and giggles, okay, and they think it's funny. But you get to a certain age where you no longer think like that, and it actually allows you to just sit there and focus and open your mind to whatever it is someone's got to say about the anatomy of the body. So a part of me didn't want to release this content. Spiritual content is to deal with consciousness, you know. It's to deal with how consciousness is making you behave and think and making you suffer within the now present moment. But then I thought, the hell with it. I'm just going to do it anyway, because there are a majority of you guys who are watching my channels who are my age and above, who can actually get some sort of benefit from this. And I only know that because people, the group sessions, the astral projection group sessions, we cover like everything in those group sessions. And sex, masturbation has come up. That's what I'm going to say. I'm not going to tell you who was in the group sessions for their privacy reasons. But I ended up coming up with some really cool content which really could have helped a lot of people. It helped out them within their life, and I was thinking, this is missing from my YouTube channel. I'll either add this to the videos that won't be on my YouTube channel on my website ryancropper.com, or I'll just release this on YouTube. So what is this all about? Okay, what is this content which I was keeping from you? Knowingly keeping it from you. Masturbation, pornography. I've told people why people, if you're laughing, get it out of your system. Masturbation, pornography. Why do people watch pornography? I've told you why you shouldn't watch pornography. And the thumbnail for that video on my YouTube channel is what happened in London. Now I'm going to tell you why you most likely are going or are watching pornography. Why it is every morning you reach for your phone because you're, even in the middle of the night, you reach for your phone just to take up that time. You see, the thing is about pornography, life in general, this goes for food as well, anything that is addictive and that makes you focus on the now, is I realized something recently, very recently. You're only suffering if you're thinking about what you've lost in the past, or if you're fantasizing about the future. Either way, this causes suffering in the now, because it's reassuring you that you're not where you want to be. And it makes you feel bad. Okay, it makes you feel really, really bad. Not only that, but it stops you from coming up with solutions to getting what it is that you're fantasizing about, or to recreate what it is that you've recently lost, because it's reassuring you that you don't have it. So subconsciously, you're not even wanting to think of ways to get on that train to the city, or to get on that plane to that country. So let's use an example. Pornography. Why would someone constantly go to pornography over and over again? That cycle of pornography, watching content. Say there was this girl in school and she's from Spain. This guy really liked how she looked. He started fantasizing about being with her. Fortunately, it was through a period of his puberty experience, going through puberty, right? So he's really horny. And then he's looking at her and he's fantasizing about her. And then he gets the chance to go out with her, but he doesn't quite lay with her. He doesn't have sex with her. They break up. And now, 10 years later, that thought is still there, but the memory isn't. But the thought lingers. And every time he goes to reach for his phone, he's searching Spanish girls on any pornography website, right? And he doesn't quite know why he's got this attraction to this kind of ethnicity, this kind of person, right? And he finishes, and he feels very, very upset. He doesn't know why. Everyone's saying it's because of the dopamine rush and all the chemicals that go on it within your mind, but it makes you wonder, is the fact that his subconscious mind knows that he missed that opportunity within the past and that he's trying to recreate it in the now falsely and he's not doing it properly? Is that part of him that knows really what's going on just getting really, really super upset? And it's having an impact within his now moment, causing some sort of suffering. You'll find people doing this and they don't quite know why. They're confused as to why they keep watching certain categories within pornography. And it's causing suffering and pain within the now, and it's constantly coming back because your subconscious mind is going to use this to its advantage. It's going to keep showing you what you need to work on until you figure out a way as to how you can put yourself in a similar situation where you're getting what it is that you're either fantasizing about or what you've missed in the past. Okay? Because we're creator beings, you've heard of this before, but literally, we are made to spawn and carry out ideas. And when you're not doing that in the past and you're coming up with excuses, okay, maybe, you've got your how. You realize it's because of the Spanish chick in high school. And you've got an opportunity right now to go to Spain. But you've got all these blockages which stop you from speaking to people. So someone could use that as an excuse, okay, not to talk to someone once they get to Spain. They could think about, again, going straight back to the past. I got rejected in my hometown, which isn't Spain. Okay, I got rejected in my hometown by that girl. This isn't going to work. You start feeling anxious, constantly in the past, causing suffering in the present, stopping you from even attracting that thing that you need. In this case, the Spanish girl. So people are either constantly living in the past or the future. It's causing huge problems all the time, constantly. And it's a domino effect. One thing supports another thing. One thing stops you from doing another thing. Even money. Right now, if you've got the thought in your mind to do something, to carry out something, you figured out your how to get what it is that you need to stop that cycle of repetitive actions, behaviors that contribute towards pornography, then you have everything within your circumstance right now, your present day circumstance, to carry that out. Everything. And a lot of people like to have a cushion in their bank account. What I mean by that is they like to have a certain amount set aside for a rainy day. You hear it all the time. Keep that for a rainy day, something may happen. I've never had a rainy day in my life, and I picked up that trait from someone in my past. Really annoying. I've gotten rid of it. They could have the money to go to Spain. He could have the money to go to Spain to see that girl, but he could be making excuses which are blocking him from getting there. He could go to Spain, fall in love with her, end up getting a job which pays more than his place already in his hometown, and ended up moving up in Spain next to a beach, living the life of his dreams because he got rid of those blockages. So this is just one excuse, okay? And then the next would be the future. They're constantly thinking about how it is they're going to get that thing in the future, that car. And then they start looking outside of themselves to recreate these scenarios in the now to get what it is that someone else has got. But they could be going off of false information yet again, without even speaking to the guy who's got that Lamborghini. Ask him, how did you get it? Now you've got your how, okay? But if you're sat there with your opinions and you're contemplating, just thinking, obviously the thinking and the opinions within your head won't work out. Because if it did, you would have acted on it already and you would have that Lamborghini. So there are so many issues in which why fantasizing about the future can stop you within the present moment. So many blockages within the present moment. And you realize something. You've got a lot of work to do. If you really start realizing how much you're in the past or the future, like I did the other day, I've got a lot of stuff to work out on still, which is exciting because I got like a lot of time to do it. I'm still young, thank God. I'm still around for quite a while. So the only crime I would see in this, in watching pornography, masturbating, and then feeling bad and not sorting out the problem, would be to notice that you've got a problem, to know that you have the ability or you know the how to resolve the problem, and then not acting on it in the now, which is why we're here in the first place. We're supposed to bring ideas into the now. That would be the only crime in this scenario. Not unless your present day thinking, your consciousness, you're watching porn and you're spending like an hour on it because you're trying to see categories that are matching up with your frequency, that are getting you aroused, and you're having a hard time because now what you find attractive is completely different as to what you used to find attractive in the past, which is a sign that maybe you should drop that. It's getting heavy now. It's not a match. And that in and of itself can get rid of blockages, which can then make you start looking at other people that are a match in your present day situation and how you can actually attain that. Someone who's thinking more consciously, who's beautiful and who's a natural beauty and who's got enough self-respect not to put themselves on camera and let everyone in the world see their genitals. Someone who's very independent and who has a lot of value within themselves and who actually loves being themselves around everyone. Okay, and that's your match, but you're not going to see that on a pornographic site. And then you've got the how. Okay, how can I attract someone like that? Well, what if I went to this event with these types of people who are like me? And then you'll probably say, okay, can I afford it? Technically you can, or you have a way to come up with the money right now. Everyone does, if you found out your how. And then you can do all this in the same day that you had this epiphany. And then you leave your situation within the now, and then you go to the event and you just be yourself. Again, a lot of people have a hard time attracting other people because they think in their mind that they need to behave a certain way, when they don't realize that what brought them to that situation in the first place was just them being them, expressing their love for food, raw food, spirituality, which then increases the level of output you're giving out, that authenticity, which raises your frequency. Then you're matching that person that you want to attract, so you're not blocking yourself. And then what happens is you find yourself with that person and it's moving really, really quick. Really quick. There are no problems, period. And then you'll find yourself not reaching for your phone for pornography because you've gotten rid of all of that crap. I'm Ryan JSC. This is going to be about do it. Live life, really live life. Check out your consciousness. Be honest with yourself and be excited to tick off your bucket list, especially if you watch a lot of categories in the pornography industry. And I'll speak to you guys pretty soon.